today's episode of Ambassadors of the Hunt. We're back at it at Falcon Lake, going after the notorious white bass. This episode was made possible by the following sponsors: Scripture EMS, providing quality patient care since 2015. Ambassador Baits, baits made by fishermen for fishermen. American made, but brought to life in Deep South Texas. We're out here at Falcon Lake today. We're catching largemouth bass here with family and friends here, and it's awesome. Let's catch some more.
Tie onto that. There's gotta be some crap here. Oh yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode on the Ambassadors of the Hunt. We're out here on Falcon Lake doing some white bass fishing once again. We love white bass. We love the way they taste. We love, a lot of people call them junk fish, but you know what? Us personally, we love to eat fish. And right now we're fishing a little area. We're fishing a finger that comes off of the main lake. Falcon Lake, pretty much what it is, it's the river. The dam made the water overflow into certain areas and creating a lake. And so we're in one of these fingers that's coming out that meets the main body of water, which would be the main river. And so the main river channel. And so we're right on the edge. It's real windy. It's maybe about 10-15 mile an hour winds. Water's pretty choppy. We ended up docking our boat on the opposite side of this little land cut, and we're gonna try for some white bass and see what happens.
On today's episode, we brought out a guest, my dad, to fish for some white bass and some largemouth, and we've been doing pretty good. And it's just, oh, I think I got one. Just like that, we're catching these white bass on these crankbaits. We're having a pretty good day. We're out here at Falcon again. We're hitting it for some white bass and some largemouth. On today's episode, we have my dad, Horacio Vasquez. He's a teacher at Tabasco Elementary, and we've just been killing it out here. And we want to give a shout out to all the teachers at Tabasco Elementary and all the staff.
Thank you, ambassadors, for allowing me to come on your trip. It's been an awesome experience, catching some white bass and some big bass as well. And it's been pretty exciting. Thank you so much, and a shout out to my school, Tabasco Elementary.
I'm using a little swim bait today, trying to catch these white bass and these largemouth bass on it. It's been working, and we're gonna keep on throwing it, so stay tuned.
We're going to kind of change it up a little bit. We're still going to be using the white crankbaits, but we're also introducing a swim bait. It's a 3.5-inch swim bait that we're going to, it's a white with a pearl belly, white pearl belly, and we're going to try and see if we can get ourselves a white bass on a swim bait, changing it up. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be a professional fisherman to come out to different fingers here at Falcon Lake and just use white baits, whether it be a crankbait. We've even caught them on white worms. We're going to try 3.5-inch white swim baits. Anything that's white, and maybe even a spinner that has a silver spinner, you're going to luck out. You can do it. You don't have to be a professional to be out here to catch these white bass. They taste good. Some people say they're trash fish, but you know what? In my opinion, I love to eat fish. They taste great, and especially when you're sharing them with friends and family in a fish fry, you don't get any better than that.
Hello, guys. I just figured out that when you cast out, usually this bait, I just bring it in pretty fast. But right now what I'm doing, I'm halting for a little bit, a few seconds, just stopping, and that's when they're getting hooked. That's what's working for me right now. Let me try it again, see if it works. There we go. Oh, I got a good one. Pretty bass, and it worked again. Stopped for a few seconds, and it did the job. Pretty good. Ambassadors, boom.
Crankbait is awesome. Another largemouth bass. gotta be careful grabbing these guys, they'll spike you.
Right now what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out if there's a particular pattern that the white bass like. So we jerk it, we get a little thumb, so we bring it in just a straight retrieve. We're trying to find out what they like. And once we find out what they're hitting on that particular style of retrieval, we'll just keep doing it over and over again. Slowing it down right now. See, maybe they want a slow retrieve. There we go. Slow retrieve it is. So now, we know that a while ago I was doing a slow retrieve, but I wasn't too sure. So I went ahead and I jerked it. I jerked and paused. I retrieved it at a fast, pretty much at a fast pace, and then I went back to slow retrieve and I got a hit. So from now on, slow retrieve for right now. Nice white bass. Oh yeah.
Another decent sized little white bass. Again, killing it on this powder blue back H2O Express. It dives about 6 to 8 feet. We're just bringing it through this island, and you can get it at Academy. Really awesome bait, well worth the money. You might need the pliers right here.
Oh, it's a big guy.
Bring both of them over here. It's crazy out here. We got 3 fish, and we got 2 bass, 2 largemouth bass, and we've got a tilapia. A ver, Horacio. Good job.
Another good day here at Falcon Lake. We got a 2 largemouth bass, a tilapia, and a white bass, all caught on the same bait. The powder blue back H2O Express crankbait. It's awesome. It's been a great day, and I would like to thank Wendy Trevino, our 500 subscriber, and she's gonna be getting a $25 gift card for being the 500 subscriber. And well, stay tuned, guys.
Looky, looky, what do we have here? It's not all fun and games.
We got a little bird's nest here. There ain't no coming back from this one. It was bad. Lip ripper passed right behind me and I casted and it just tore it up. So not everything's fun and games out here.
Let's take a look at that one more time.
There's no coming back from that one.
Guys, we're having an exceptional day today out on the water here at Falcon Lake. What do you think? The action?
It's been pretty amazing. Catching bass, white bass, tilapia, the whole deal. It's a pretty good experience.
It's an awesome thing to go out with friends and family and just go and enjoy yourself catching fish. Now, one of the main reasons that we started our YouTube channel was because we want to share what we learned with you guys, the viewers, because we want you guys to be successful. And so one of the biggest things is we want to show you guys what we're using, where you can buy it, and how to use the bait. Pretty much what we're doing out here, the crankbaits that we're using, they're running between 3 and 8 feet. The average I think is 6 feet, but between 3 and 8 feet is what they're pretty much, that's the crankbait. When you go to the store, you look for it in the back of the box or in the front of the box, it's going to tell you how deep they go or how deep they run. And so for this particular, out here we ran in front of this area with a boat, and we're fishing between 8 and 9 feet of water. And it just kind of goes as a plateau here, it just flattens out. And so Falcon Lake is at its lowest point right now. As you can see from some of the other videos, the water level was way up here on these rocks, and it's probably dropped maybe 10 feet. But let's get back on the fish and let's have some fun. Stay tuned. Let's catch some more.